what's up tonight? Yeah, so we know what night it is. We know what we're doing tonight. So I'm not going to screw around, waste a bunch of time yapping about nothing. Here is Wentzilla. What's going on, man?
Hey man, what's up?
Oh, not much. It's been a great week. Holy crap. I found the Mantis tanks on sale at EB Games. Bought a couple of those. I got a cool, awesome package from Pirates. He sent me some Marvel Legends. So I finally got the
Ooh,
old school cable.
well, there you go.
So
Hell yeah,
much thanks
man.
to him. And who else? Yeah, there's a few other ones here I was looking for. And he hooked me up, and I'm going to hook him up with some spaceships and some 3D printed stuff. And yeah, we'll just go from there. It's been actually, I've
That's
traded with
awesome,
him
man.
before. It's always a good time. But we are
Yeah,
here
I
to oh,
oh
well, you
sorry.
go ahead. Oh,
I had some of the stuff that went out, some stuff went out to you. There's some stuff that went out to our boy Fallen Jedi, Lord of Thane.
nice.
So he's gonna be doing stuff with that. So yeah. And then I finished up my under $10 build for Famine Studios.
Oh, dude,
Ooh.
that is
So that
clearly
is
clearly a beer truck for sure.
yeah.
That looks awesome, dude. What's that? That's just
Thank
one
you,
of those.
dude.
That's just one of those light. That's a Lightyear truck. Is that what that
Yep.
is?
Buzz Lightyear truck, and then I use some Pod Racer pieces, and then some
Oh,
Joy
yeah, yeah.
Toy, some building pieces from the Joy Toy like buildings. But yeah, yeah, use under $10 and just use what I had around. So but yeah,
No,
there's gonna be a reel and stuff, and I'm sending him a video that he can use for the YouTube also. So just
yeah, and
working
I
on that.
just
That's what I've been working on. So
yeah, I did a short. I haven't really done like a real video, but I finally got around to rebranding my bar as Barbados and got the signage up. It's all good. So that
hell
is
yeah,
the
man.
second location of Barbados. That
Some
is
people do. No, I think Eddie has a Barbados. He had the first one.
really. Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. There's one in oh man, what's I always forget the name of his other world, but the world around Edelham. So
Wayward Station.
Wayward, thank you. Yeah, Wayward Station.
I
So
can't didn't remember that. Shameful. Shameful.
I mean, it's all
Oh,
right.
it took
You
me a
just
while too. But our guest is probably getting bored of shit.
yeah,
So we
yeah,
should probably bring him out. Eh? So
yeah.
yeah, everybody help me welcome Pinker Station to the show. Thanks for coming on, man.
Hello,
Hey,
man. Thank you for the invite. Really nice talking to you guys.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've been following you for a little while on Instagram. Josh is, I think, a little newer to it, like this in the last little while
yeah. Like
ever.
this week, I started following you. I was like, who are we at? What? I didn't even know. There's so many people. But instantly, I was like, yep. I'm good. I'll follow. I like it. So
Thank you.
there's
Oh,
no there's no hesitation, bro. But yeah, there's just so many people, and then I think that I'm following people with one page with Amrex Spot, and then my other one, I'm like, wait, was I like? It even happened with Timbo. I did that with him. Like I've been following him for a while on one, and I was like, oh crap, and then I feel bad, but hey, we're
yeah.
here now, so
I've either done it where if I'm checking somebody's stuff out all the time for some reason I'm not following them or not subscribed on Facebook and I feel like a turd. And
yeah,
then there's
dude.
the other one where like when Zill and I we talk and you're like, you heard of this guy? I'm like, no, who fuck's that? So you go and follow them, you jump back and forth, and it's like there's so many, and well, that's what's great about the community. We're always kind of
Yeah.
turning everybody on to other people's stuff, right? So maybe there's
Yep.
people
Yeah,
on here.
I really started doing painting and custom like 3 years ago. So I recently started finding more people doing it. So I'm really new to all this, but it's great. It's amazing finding so many people and artists and customizers. It's great.
Yeah, and that's I always talk about that too, where you kind of like you've done it for a while and you don't really get on social media a lot, and then all of a sudden it's like popping up, and you're like, oh, I'm not like the only weirdo on earth that's like using my toys to make little worlds in my basement or living room or whatever we're using.
Yeah,
But I
Yeah.
just before we get
my
moving
first
here, I just want to
experience.
do.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna do some shout outs here. We got Pirates of the Galaxy. Thanks for the Marvel Legends,
Oh,
brother. If he's got an awesome, he took one of those he's got a video up on his YouTube channel. Go check it out. He took one of those Avatar crab walkers and like made it into like this freaking cool mech. So yeah, definitely
yeah,
go check that out. Bjorn was here. Bjorn was here at like breakfast time. What was it? New record today. I think it was 10 a.m. He posted something in the chat. So now
Oh wow.
that's the community challenge. It has to be after 6 a.m. But you have to like try and beat Bjorn here to the comments. But now he's going to be here every morning at 6 a.m. There's a stream and be like, yeah, gotcha. We got High Zone 5. It's always good to see you too, man.
High zone.
Starboy Station. Quit making us remake our stations, dude. Like, it's not cool. Got Timbo Toys in the chat.
The move.
What else we got here? Oh, we got my bro Cyril. What's going on? He's down in
What's up?
Brantford, big town of Brantford, Ontario.
Mhm.
And what else we got here? There's a couple other ones. I'm sorry if I missed you. There's like a whole bunch of comments here. You guys are being goofy in the comments, and it fills up quick. But yeah. So just what do you want to do any shout outs or talk about some stuff, but just kind of tell everybody like what you do.
Well, as I mentioned, I started like 3 years ago recently. If you can see, I have like a big collection of Boba Fett, and I have like the on card Bobas, and I have loose Bobas. I have everything. But I like recently discovered that you can paint your toys, right? It never crossed my mind that you can modify and paint and everything. Even now, it's sometimes hard for me. Like when I start painting something, one part of my brain screams like, "What are you doing?" But it's been great and really fun. The first time I started doing a custom, I think it was uh, one of the bounty hunters, Bosk, from Black
Okay.
Series, and I posted
Yeah.
on a Black Series group, and I got so many negative comments about how I destroy the toy. So I stay away from social media when I keep working and doing stuff and painting, but it was like a really bad first experience. So just
See, man.
recently I start posting again and showing the things I like.
Man, that's why like I don't know. That's why I do like. That's why I started like all the things that I've ever like. We had a real action figure art. It's still a page on Instagram. I don't run it anymore. A friend of a friend runs it now, but we started that because the same thing was happening with like ACBA. But I remember like coming in with customs too, man. Like people just either they wanted to critique you, like and not constructive at all. So and it's like it just yeah. Whenever I see someone like I saw a guy today in the toy aisle and he's like, yeah, man, he's like, this is like a dream for customizers because we're at Ollie's. And I was like, yeah, man. I was like, looking for the Star Lord or whatever. He's like, they got one in another town, but he's like, yeah, I'm a customizer and da da da. I was like, how long you been customizing? He's like, 3 weeks. And I was like, sweet, man. He's like, what do you do? He's like, do you collect? And I was like, oh, a little bit. Do you have Instagram? And he's like, yeah. So he goes on Instagram. He's like, holy shit. I was like, I've been doing it for like 8 years. I was like, but if you ever have any, like, if you ever need anything, man, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish people would reach out more. But I remember when I first started reaching out, people were keeping stuff so close to the chest. But like, if you look at my YouTube, that's what it is. It's tutorials. Like, that's all. Like 90% of my videos are tutorials with toy
Yeah,
photography at the end. But it's going to be me ripping something apart or repainting. But or like doing a different technique that I just found out. But even though I do the tutorials, you still got to be able to do it, man. Like you're not giving away any big secrets. You know what I mean? Like
no. Yeah,
so.
I start getting a lot of questions about how I do some stuff or the materials I'm using, and I'm happy to tell all the things I know because it's been really hard to find all the things I like to paint. Something when I start doing this, something I told myself is to try to use the cheapest materials possible and see
Yeah.
what can I do, right? Not going to the Tamiya or the Vallejo paint acrylics or something like. I use like acrylics from elementary school, so
Hmm.
it's also like a challenge and it's fun for me finding how far can I push this really cheap material, and
Yeah.
it's really fun because I mean the figures I buy are really expensive, right? The Hasbro's, or for example, another thing that I started doing was the McFarlane's. McFarlane have great sculpt, but the paint is really bad. So it's really fun to improve the sculpts. But yes, I try to do with cheap materials, and I'm always happy to help everyone that asks me something on the comments. I answer and give all the information.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
and some of
I
the
think we, I think we ran into like I ran into that a lot at first when I started doing YouTube when I was doing all my Star Wars stuff. Like you were talking about like the negative comments and stuff, and it's like, like you're kind of in the wrong place, dude. Like maybe like frig off and go like do something else. Like you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I don't know, but like
But
some
dude,
people.
I always found like the haters come out before noon. Like always. Like if I
Oh
post
yeah, yeah.
something like the night before, like before I go to bed, somebody will say some bullshit before noon. But like at the end of the day, like that does suck, but I don't care anymore. Like every time you
Oh
comment on
no.
my stuff, dude, it hits my algorithm. So say whatever you want. Like go
Oh yeah, and
ahead. I mean,
it's like that. It's like that one guy that has to like come and put a thumbs down on my YouTube video,
hey
like
dude, what the
in
hell,
the
man?
first hour. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, what? I'm sorry I offended you, but like, please, like, help out my algorithm. My video will do fine with that one thumbs down or whatever. Like,
Yeah, it's
it's
still
just
something.
just baffling. It's like absolutely like mind blowing how I don't know. It's just some people maybe like get there. That's how they get their jollies, man. They gotta like
It is. It is.
try and just feel dominant over somebody else. And be
Yeah.
okay.
And it is really weird for me because I don't know if because I am older, but if I don't like something, I don't go hey me and just then thumbs down and no, but I just ignore it and keep my uh, I keep
Dude,
walking
and you
and that's
never
all.
like with the social media world, you never know what people are thinking. And when you say that you're older or whatever, I have friends that are younger, older, all over the place, and sometimes I'll be the in between an older friend collector and like a younger one because like, dude, he's not responding. I'm like, yeah, but the dude uses social media like twice a week. Like, yeah, I realize he's running a business, he's doing that, something like that. And it's just like, and one of my friends is like a diesel mechanic, so he's a little bit rough around the edges. So when he says something, he's usually joking, like he's in a shop talking, like he's not really saying that to you. Like, so it's very hard with like trying to read through the,
Yeah,
the fog, I guess. But overall, I think it's a great experience. As long as you have those people out there that can like mediate the stuff. But yeah, like you said, though, people love just doing it to do it. Like it just
Oh yeah.
makes their day. Like, and for me, to what makes my day is like to share someone's stuff or to see something that I haven't seen yet or something that I can't do or something that I don't collect. Like I like to see that stuff. I don't want to see the same stuff that I'm collecting all the time. Like I want to see the other stuff that I'm not spending money on, but I'm into. I can't
yeah,
collect everything. It's impossible, which is
yeah,
a great problem. Like it's way different than when I started doing this. But like you said, like I could make a sweet custom under 50, $60 just by going on Amazon or whatever. I can pick up a McFarlane here and there and just, swap pieces and parts. And it's a crazy time to be a customizer.
Oh,
yeah.
dude,
That
yeah, and
was
especially
another.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, no, you go ahead.
That was another thing why I start painting. And for example, the first thing I did was the Millennium Falcon from Hasbro. I think it's the one with the Nerf darts. Is Force Awakens that one?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I never had the Millennium Falcon when I was a kid, and I always wanted one. So when I found that really cheap, so I didn't think it twice and buy it. But the it's just like a bucket, right? The paint job is really simple. It's for kids. It's for playing. But the sculpt is great. So that was the first thing. Like I think I bought it thinking on painted it, and it was great, and that's how I started the custom.
Yeah.
Well, and that's too. It's and then we all make that transition where we have like I don't know. Yeah, I've bought figures like those. What is it like the? Is it with Bill or Bob or whatever from Obi-Wan? That droid. What's that thing's name? Oh, I can't
Oh,
remember.
BD.
No,
I
no,
don't
it's
know.
the one that had the hammer that was gonna like smash the dude's head in, but he like didn't.
The yellow one.
Yeah, the yellow one with like the one blue pad. He's like super cheap on Amazon right now, so I keep buying them to
The
customize.
retro one?
Yeah, there's the retro, and I don't think there's a TVC version of that yet.
Yeah, not yet. I mean,
Only
you could.
Black Series.
Yeah, Black Series. Yeah.
There's a Black Series one, yeah. But no, and yeah, like you said, like there's all these deals that you can get out there, and then there's like other companies like I can't get them here, but I don't know. I've heard mixed opinions of like the Final Faction. But looking at like I bought some Halo. I've never bought the 4-inch Halo guys before, and I bought the 2 tanks today. And then the
Oh, they
figures,
came with 2 pilots.
yeah, the figures look awesome, dude. They're like
Dude, I
would call
Oh,
them like
sorry.
a poor man's acid rain, the 4-inch. But
Dude,
you
one of the things that I sent to Lord of Thane, it was he's gonna show pictures of it and I can talk about it now. But one of the surprises I sent him was, oh yeah,
that's awesome.
that's cool.
This is
Heck yeah.
one of the Halo soldiers, just with a platoon head.
Oh,
That
okay.
looks like you stole my idea. No, I do that. I love that stuff. No, so like the beer guy that's going to you is Halo, 2 of them. 2 of the delivery guys are Halo. I forgot what Jedi head I used, but yeah, it's not Plo Koon. But yeah, no. So the one that went to Lord of Thane, though, I took and did a Boba Fett Spartan for him because he loves Boba Fett, and I was like, dude, this is a great idea. This would be easy. And then, but yeah, as far as you said, like articulation for a $10 toy, sometimes cheaper if you get the packs and stuff. But that mantis that you're talking about was the photo that I did of that with the pilot like looking up at it like outside with smoke and stuff, and it's on the American Spot on my page. That photo, Jazzwares reached out to me about that. Like they wanted. That's what I talked about it before. How I had like between them and Jada, like they both sent me the contracts to fill out and everything, but they've never gotten back to me. So like I've lucked out like twice now. But yeah, that was one of the shots because I was always tagging them and stuff, and that was one of the shots that they liked, so they shared it and stuff.
Yeah,
because I didn't
Halo
customize
really
it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was saying the Mantis mecha from the Halo line it's great.
Yeah,
it's like the tall with long legs.
It is pretty cool. It sucks when it falls over because it knocks over everything. So everybody.
Yeah, it's like you have that like with me, it's the stupid NECA figures. You have that like one predator with the weak ankle things, and he just like it's ridiculous. And NECA can't fall more than 3 inches without breaking, anyways. Yeah. So, like it's, dude, I have so many predators with like glued on hands. It like pisses me right off. I'm just like
all of my predators have something glued on them or missing.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, we didn't post it really or anything, and I didn't really let Josh know too much about it. But we have a special co-conspirator on the show tonight. So everybody help me with, yeah. I wonder who it is. What's going on, Timbo?
Hey, what's up,
Timbo?
Howdy.
Man.
Yeah, so we thought we'd let you jump on there tonight too, and we got that panel show coming up next week, and Timbo's going to be on that one too. So
cool.
Now, before Timbo jumped in there, you were talking about painting ships. I'm going to share the one here. I love this fire spray that you did. That is killer, dude.
Thank you. Yeah, that was really fun. As I mentioned, Boba is my favorite character from Star Wars, and so I found this on a flea market, I think, for really cheap, and it's complete. So I bought it just to paint it and customize it.
Well, which one is that? Is that
It's Django. Django from Episode 2. He's like I think was the first. No, it's first.
Dude, that looks so cool. Like the top of your page, like that.
Is it the smaller one or is it the bigger one?
It's the medium. There are 3 sizes for the fire spray. This is the medium one.
Okay, yeah, it's a one. It has the handle on the bottom. Or no?
Yeah, on the back.
So the Power of the Force one. Is that the Power of the Force model? Or whatever.
It was for the Episode 2 collection with the blue box.
Yeah, I've repainted one of those. They're really detailed, man. Like holy cow. especially inside of the wing, like the arms and stuff, like the bolts around, like all that stuff, like all the mechanical part.
Because
Yeah,
that
on the
old
back.
Power of the Force one, it was real simple, like just a shaft coming out, like no details at all. It was like dead
That's a
bones.
big paint job,
The
man. Like
the
that's
power of the Force one, I think, is the same mold and same function as the vintage, the original
Yeah,
vintage, just with a
yeah,
new
it is.
paint. So it's really basic.
and the only difference between that and the vintage collection is that there's a handle and it's a little bit bigger. There's no handle and it's a little bit bigger. Like, but as far as like the way they look and the style and everything, like, and the way it takes paint, everything's the same. But
Yeah, the mold they use for the vintage collection is the first time they used that was on a Django, and it was the first big one they did. It has the paint job of episode 2 with Django, and it has like a exclusive Boba kit figure that only is in that
Oh,
package.
yeah.
It also
mhm,
comes with Mace Windu and the Mace Windu's Jedi Starfighter. It's a big box. I think it was like Toys R Us exclusive. That's the first time they use it.
that's cool.
My favorite one was, do you remember that Django Fett they made with the magnetic head that they came with Mace Windu? You could
Yes,
like
dude.
chop his head off. I was like, yeah.
I
Uh,
always joke with a friend because I remember that when the episode 2 premiere, they launched the toys like a month before, and I got all the toys. And when I opened my Anakin, the arm fell off, and oh my god, the spoilers! So it
oh
was really
man,
funny. Yeah,
That sounds like I've probably like I hate that when you open a. The only one that's happened is Marvel Legends. I think Black Knight and a couple other figures. I open them and pull the figures out, and like the lower half of their legs stayed in the bubble. I was like, "What the fuck, man?"
yeah.
But if you're buying toys to cut them apart anyway, it doesn't really matter. So, but we'll pull up your Instagram here again. What else do we want to look at here?
yes,
Uh,
please.
We've
let me
got.
show you this was the second ship I painted.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll collapse this for a
Hey,
second.
you're not too bad at toy photography, huh?
Yeah, no doubt.
Nice.
Oh,
Looks
that's one
That's
of
good.
the.
cool.
That's one of the what? The Force Awakens X wings or whatever.
Yeah, it's Poe Dameron's the black one.
I love that blue.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it was
I
cool.
wanted to do the similar to, I don't know if you watched Macros or Robotech. I
Oh yeah,
always like the blue Valkyrie from Max Sterling, and I just try to do like the blue Valkyrie but with an X-wing.
Awesome. You
killer.
tried Don. What's he saying?
Oh, he made some. You made some vents, I think, didn't you recently?
Oh, those.
Like the
Yeah,
door
we were gonna
pieces.
the Star Wars doors. I think I'm gonna get the pictures here in a minute of that. But
Yeah,
Josh was admiring your toy
Yeah.
photography here, and it's like really good, dude.
Hey, those
Oh
doors are
yeah, these
cool.
ones.
yeah,
So this is all what this is Warhammer.
Well, even the shot
yeah.
with Boba's
Yeah,
ship or
yeah. I'll
whatever,
go
you know,
back.
that one was even good too, man. Like,
Oh, so here's those doors we were talking about that you were showing off. These are like so cool, man.
yeah,
So what do you
Mm, um,
are you like adding these to a world you're building, or are you like are these customs? Are you doing work for other people? Like what's your
for now, Pinker Station is only on my mind because I don't have a lot of space here. So when I start doing all these assets, I start doing small things so I can learn how to do it and try like new materials. So these doors are really, I can put this whatever I want. Are really, so I can put
oh,
it
okay.
on a box, and I can put it on with the walls to take some pictures. So it's modular, so I can move it. But yeah, I don't have right now a lot of space, so almost everything that I'm making, the all the assets are small things like these little boxes. These are
yeah,
done.
dude.
I think these are styrene, Creo. I think styrene. No,
There's
styrene. No,
all
it's
Like foam.
no, it's like white plastic. I it's the name is similar. Um, oh, I'm forgetting, but yeah, it's like white plastic, like, and you buy like big sheets of this.
Oh, what happened there? We had a technical difficulty.
Yeah, those came out great, man.
Yeah, those look really good. Like the weathering and
No
Styrene.
doubt.
Is that?
Oh, polystyrene, is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Those
Yeah, I
like
think it's that.
kind of the sheets, and you can get them in 2 or 3 inch like foam blocks thing. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, there a lot of guys that make mountains and stuff like that will cut them all jagged and you stack them up in layers and it gives it kind of that like sort of like granite whatever look. I don't know. I'm not like a
Yeah.
geologist, so look behind Timbo. That's
yeah,
what
that's
we're
I
talking
think my
about.
mountains are made of that. So,
The first time I hear of that material was in the, I don't know if you know Adam Savage from Tested. He worked on the Star Wars and VFX and a lot of things. And the first time I hear about this material was with him. So I tried it out.
Dude, and your world being the way that it is, where it's not a physical thing. I talk about that a lot. Like it doesn't have to be, and a lot of Amarex spot shots are they're outside because I can't put sand on the floor in here and grow grass and stuff. So some of the shots are outside, and like that's still Amarex spot. I'm like, I'll even say in the little brief thing in the whatever I'll put outside of Amarex spot or leaving Amarex spot or coming into Amarex spot because it's a good place for me to do people coming in and out too. So.
yeah. Well, it's not
But-
like we have like World Maker police come into people's house
Right.
to make sure you have a station.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have a station, but in pieces, in boxes.
Yeah.
These are the
yeah,
box-
and who else did we have on that also kind of did the same? That's cool.
This is the
Oh,
first
that was
character that I tried to do.
Hey, La
I was-
Sakura.
Yeah, it's Ayla, and the body is from Kira.
Oh yeah,
I don't-
Yeah.
oh
yeah.
was it Kira or Kyra Solo,
Yeah.
right?
Kira.
yeah, from Solo. And this was the first attempt of a character, a new character. But when I did these guys, the troopers, I love these ones.
Yeah.
So I build everything thinking of this on the troopers.
So that's gonna
That's
be
awesome.
Pinker Station's like color scheme, huh?
Hey, Wenzel,
you know-
that almost reminds me of your Amrak colors a little bit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I have my own scheme, but it's Shore Troopers. It's not. I just love the color of Shore Troopers, so I was
Yeah,
like,
he's
that's
got-
gonna be Amrex spot.
I think his blue's a little it's maybe a little
Yep.
darker. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a way. Yeah, I like it.
It's
But
looks
I
nice.
think the X-wing kind of shows like that's Pinker Station, man. Like that's it. Even the
and
blue that you have on the doors and stuff like that. I feel like that's your touch. Like that's a cool
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
after the troopers, I start adding like blue details on everything.
Yeah, it's really cool
Yeah, and then
because it looks like they're not just remnant troopers that are like Empire holdouts. They're troopers that maybe at one time were remnant troopers, but since then they've joined with something else and they've got a whole new life now. So that's really,
Yeah.
really cool. I really like those.
I feel like
sorry.
Sorry, if I was a stormtrooper and I was like, fuck the Empire, I'm gonna I feel like I would want to keep my armor and paint it because it was cool. So that
Mhm.
makes
We
sense.
paint ours green.
Yeah.
I know you like green, Rad.
Oh, green's my favorite color
Yeah,
of all
yeah,
time.
me too.
Oh,
With
man.
the that smuggler that I did, he was because all drugs are legal here, absolutely, whatever you want to do. But we have the Gamma Spice. I don't know if you guys saw him, but he had 2 troopers with him, and they're kind of like his protection, and they're just whatever colors I wanted to do because who gives a shit, like they could be whatever.
Yeah, I love the custom painted troopers that you guys do. They look really sharp.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
I gotta send you one, man. We
Oh,
gotta do
man.
something soon.
I gotta send so many people so many things. I
I
have
know.
like a little row of boxes with everybody's like station name on it. And, like I'll print stuff or I'll like get something big. Oh, hey, Pirates would like this, or Timbo, or whoever would like this, so it gets thrown in the box. So I'm not sure what's going to be in the bottom of it. I'll probably forget by the time I get them sent out, but I'm going to try and send something to everybody at some point. But
I wanted to ask you the texture when you print the texture on the assets is not a lot of work to sand all the those little details.
with the 3D printers, it wasn't. You don't have one too, do you, Timbo? I was talking to somebody else.
It's
Yeah, I do
not
have
bad.
one.
This is one of the tanks. Like they turn
Yeah,
out
so,
really.
and
Yeah,
the
you can
only thing I
sometimes
say,
see the lines.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it depends. Like I'm using a .04 nozzle, so that's pretty fine.
Oh yeah,
So that doesn't show a lot. Like I've tried like a 0.8, and it
Bro,
like you
all
can
the
print
stuff.
stuff really fast. But and
Like
it all
everything you
depends
sent
too.
me is nice.
But it depends too. Like I've gotten like shitty filament. I've gotten like like
A little
I
bit
had a
lines,
heating.
but
I had my
yeah.
whole hot end go once, and that affected it. Like it's just 3D printers are like it doesn't matter like maintenance, what they do. Like everything is about patience. Because I'm like I don't know if Timbo's in the same boat, but I've been at
Yeah.
points, especially when you first start, where you just want to like smash the thing to pieces and just go back to like cutting out boxes and painting them by hand. Like it's just
Yeah.
it can be the best thing ever, or it can just be like the most like maddening thing where like I've had it where I have to walk away and then I find out because one of my printers I bought was used. I bought it off Kijiji. Well, it looked good in the ad, but the guy switched the parts out for old parts when I went to pick it up.
Man.
So the
wow.
hot end in it was almost toast. So I kept getting these alarms and stuff. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Watched a couple of videos on YouTube, bought a new hot end, and the parts are dirt cheap for these things. I don't know why, but $16. They sent me two new hot ends. I wired it in, and like I was like, and they're running. Like if you watch my short on Instagram, like I have my work table's piled to the top, but like I said before, I'm gonna say it again. Like yeah, 3D printer is a total game changer for world building, man. It
Yeah.
totally is.
Especially
Shut
some
up.
of the accessory type stuff like barrels, crates,
Oh,
No,
like
tables.
I don't want to do it. I want to do it the hard way, man.
that's because
I want to.
I'll send you stuff. You'll be like, hey, that thing that you printed's pretty cool. Wink, wink. If you're sending me stuff.
I mean, feel free to send me as many rails and gates and things as you want. No, those Star Wars ones would fit perfectly. Like I don't know if you can see the Barbados like little background. Like that's like the landing pad. I did some shots up there last night, so but that's like underneath Barbados. So if I would have known I used these other railings, if I would have known you can make those, I would have put them there. Like they would have looked way better, way cooler.
Yeah,
But
but I don't know. I've got a lot of really cool shit to send you. Actually, it's like I'm not like letting it out of the bag. Like last time, I was like one of those guys that gets excited. Like I'll get stuff together for somebody, put it in a box, and be like, "Oh, wait till you see what I'm gonna send you." By the way, I sent you this, and then like total detail. I just can't like
dude, I
let
couldn't do that
something.
either. Like with the stuff I sent you, I was like, all right, so it's a surprise. All right, you know what? Screw it. And I was like, here's the little AT-AT, like, and then this opens up, and like, I was like, I can't do it, man. Like, I try really hard. Like sending this stuff over to Lord of Thane, like it worked out where I didn't tell him what two of the things looked. I believe two of the things looked like. So I was like, and I was holding on to that Boba Fett Spartan. Like I think I took pictures of it, but he didn't know it was going to him. Like, so that was pretty cool.
Awesome.
No,
But yeah,
yeah.
man.
Before we get back to what we're supposed to be doing on our little tangent, no,
All right.
yeah, like I said, it can be like it can be the most coolest thing in the world. Like I just dropped $50 today to buy the plans for the exact scan of the HasLab sail barge. And Buddy warns you, it's 9 rolls of filament to make this fucking thing, and it's like it's
4
actually it's like
months.
and it's a full scan of like the actual sail barge. So I know I'm gonna be like, but I don't know what's 9 rolls of filament. I
Where?
figure
Wait, stop it. Where are you
what?
gonna put it, bro? Where are you gonna put it? I've seen what your layout looks like. There's no. You're going to build a new area for it.
But I still have the floor. But I was
That's
thinking, I'm
true.
already thinking about putting another one at the bottom and doing like a big desert scape all across the bottom and like about 8 or 10 inches off the floor. And then I can have my whole like desert scene and then just change it to like my cities in Tatooine or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of room.
We're not talking about me. Let's talk
and aren't you
about
getting the Ghost too? Aren't you buying the Ghost?
yes. If it is, you know what? We're gonna like think it's the Ghost, and then we're gonna be like waiting and like rubbing our hands, like, and Hasbro's gonna get out there and they'll be like, "Here we have the Jar Jar camping set," and it'll be like something like totally whack. No, it's totally gonna be the Ghost, but even then, like, it's only gonna be a few months until somebody like scans the parts and puts the 3D print out there. Like that happened to the sail bar, happened to like everything.
Razor
You can even,
Crest.
Razor Crest. You can do an N1 Starfighter right now, and it's not even out
We
yet.
know you did, okay? No.
I just throw it off top of my head. Actually,
you guys have the other two HasLabs?
No, I have never ever gotten in on a HasLab. I
haven't either.
I was dumb and I passed on the Razor Crest, man. And I had the money, right? And it was the night of, and I was like, man, like 3 or 4 hours to go, and I was like, no, dude, they're gonna have them. They have to release this. Like, it's gonna come out later, like the Millennium Falcon and stuff. And nope, it's like $600-700 on eBay.
I myself so many times, and there's even like
all the extras too. Like,
oh, dude, yeah, but there's a comic book store in London near me or a toy store, and they're selling it. They've got it in the front window. The sales are cracked. It's got some other like stress cracks and stuff like that. I don't know what happened to it. None of the accessories, none of the figures that came with it, and they still want $1,500 for it.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, it's not worth.
Well, first of all, London isn't that great. So I've been there, and no, I actually I played football there, and we got crushed in semi-pro football, 66-0. First of all, your fields are too damn big, right? They're too wide, they're too long. Doesn't make sense. So that's part of the problem.
Football as in soccer?
No, I'm talking like football, like as in the brown football. That football.
Not soccer. Not soccer.
No, your fields are wider, man. Like it's all messed up.
Wider? That's weird. I didn't know that.
Yeah, look at CFL and NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have the end zones, like it's all different, man. It's weird. It's like more 10 yards wider.
Yeah. It's like a bigger thing. But dude, the worst thing about London, I'm gonna tell you before we get back into it, the worst thing that happened in London, I parked to go down to Heroes, and this crazy like chick is like running down the street, like yelling about like nobody should have children and stuff. And I'm talking to my buddy Tim, and I'm just minding my own business. Don't make eye contact. She ran up behind me, dude, and slapped me in the back, like the side of the head, so hard my ear was ringing. And I spun around. And she was running across Dundas Street, and cars were screeching to a halt. And I'm like, I hope you get hit, you fucking bitch. And I was like, oh my god, there's so many freaking crazy people on Dundas Street in London, Ontario, man. Like it's nuts. I saw there's a guy playing a flute, and then this big dude runs out of the alley and just hammers him in the head. Buddy falls over and his flute's rolling down the sidewalk, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? I just want to buy toys and go home. Like it's right in the block where my toy store is, and I'm like, fuck this. Like,
I've been
sounds like the Moss Eisley Cantina.
Dude, it's a wretched hive of scum and villainy. That's what London is. Like
I haven't been there in like over 15 years, so it could be worse than when I enjoyed it. I had dinner and went to a bar there afterwards after we got demolished. They had CFL players on their semi-pro team. Not fair, man. Like we're semi-pro. But yeah. Anywho, back to toys.
Yeah, Cyril's convinced it's real football, so you're gonna have to fight him.
I mean, I got crushed. It doesn't matter, man. That's the only time. And I was 320 pounds when I played in that league. So I was a little bit bigger than I am now. Wow. About 100 pounds bigger. And I got flipped end over end. Like someone hit me after the whistle was blown, first of all. So I'm like jogging and the guy just hit me and I just end over end. And I came back to the sideline and one of my teammates was like, man, they lit you up like a Christmas tree, bro. And I was like, thanks, man. Like, that's great.
At least you didn't get slapped. At least you didn't get slapped in the head by some crazy bitch. But
Hey man, there's a big dude. Like they had 3 guys on their team that were like 6'10", 6'11", like played in the CFL. Anyway, toys. World Makers
yes, let's talk
Consortium is
about
back.
toys.
Back to
We're going
paper.
back to Instagram here. Let's talk about our guest. He's gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Yeah,
Are you?
he's falling asleep. He's like, "Thanks, guys."
Yeah, thanks,
man.
guys. Thanks for all the exposure to your shitty lives.
Not at all.
But yeah, so go back to talking about your custom doors and stuff. Like, holy moly, dude! And you're just cutting
Wow.
that out of that foam board. Like that is like more detailed than I think I could focus on, man. Like,
Is that
holy
foam
cow.
board or is that like a chipboard type of stuff?
It's the I don't know the name in English. In Spanish, it's like battery paper. It's the material that architects use for building the dioramas, the architectural like houses and all that white paper. But I don't know the name in English.
It looked great, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like really cool. But I was
You can see
laughing.
how- man,
Oh,
my stuff's
sorry.
so basic. My stuff's so
Oh,
basic.
dude.
It's like boop, 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 boop. Like that's it. There's no detail.
Well, and
That's awesome.
I followed that with story like you were doing that on Instagram. You were kind of showing like the steps of the door. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. And it's like it's actually kind of like not to like go back to 3D printing in any way, but you're adding those layers, like like
Yeah.
and like I don't think I could like sit down and have the forethought to be like, well, a Star Wars door has this layer first if they were building it in a factory somewhere. Like it's
Mhm.
like you just know like what layers to put down, and there's a lot of like
It's
that's what
just
I
like Christopher George, man. Like the same
yeah
process.
like that kind of that paper craft. Like some of like you guys like I think have a different like a just a
Brain.
different kind of brain than everybody like other people. Like everybody does, I guess. You're not all the
Uh,
same brain, but
Is there architectural? Wow, architectural. There we go. There we go.
you know
yeah.
what? For a second, I thought you were going to say Art Attack. You remember that? I thought you were saying, "Oh, that's very Art Attack." And what was that fucking guy's name? Oh, Neil Buchanan. Oh, Neil
Oh
Buchanan.
man,
This is Art Attack. And
I have
then he
no
was
idea
like,
what you're talking about, dude. I'm just laughing at you. I don't know what you're saying.
"Does nobody know it? You guys don't know what Art Attack was?" It was like this
Yeah.
awful like show, and it was like this dude. He would come on. He was like this pasty English like crazy dude. Like he would just throw dirty laundry all over, and you watch him do it. And then they would do like an aerial shot. It's like a zebra or like a panda bear or something. It was this time
Sounds
filler.
awful.
Nickelodeon,
It was
right?
a time filler show between like Transformers and Thundercats and shit like that.
Sounds
You have to
awful.
look it up, man. It's Art Attack.
Nope.
Never
I'm
heard.
not gonna ever look that up ever.
Yeah.
I won't even click
Yeah.
on it if you send it to me. Like,
I will. And here I am thinking everyone's like, oh yeah, Art Attack, but they're just like, ah, look at that fucking fool like talking about this show that nobody knows about.
welcome
Hey,
to
can
my
I
life,
can
man.
I ask about the name Pinker Station, like where that's from, what that means, where you got that? Because
It's I work as a illustrator and concept artist, so I don't like to use my real name online. So I once hear the name Pinker and I like it, and I really like the color neon pink. So I just start
Oh,
using that. So when I did the Pinker Station, I just used the Pinker part.
yeah, because your posters have the picture of the station and it's kind of has
Yeah.
the pink colors. I've got one hanging up in my station. You sent me
Yeah,
one.
yeah, I
I
said.
printed out and
Oh, that's cool.
representing some of the other stations. So
I want one.
they're awesome.
I want one. Everybody else has one. I mean, Josh,
That's
if everyone
awesome.
jumped off a cliff, would you go to?
Yeah.
I started doing the illustrations. I don't remember. Someone asked for the Pinker poster. I don't remember who asked first. So I think it was a good idea to just post the picture and I write the legend. If you like this for your station or whatever, just ask me and I'll send you the file. That was the first one, the Pinker Station poster. Then I did the music band.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
I did another and the same. If you want the poster, just send me a direct message. I send you the file because honestly, I do that for a living, so it's really fun and really easy for me doing those. I have to mention I think Sky Bottom and I don't remember who else asked me for help, and I said yes. And I am being very busy, so I owe them a poster, an illustration. So just be patient.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
work's really good.
Oh, you sent one to Pirates of the Galaxy. That's who you sent.
Man,
One.
pirates. You always gotta be cool, man.
I know. Well, he's a pirate, right? He's got to get in there and plunder it all, and then
Just
everybody else.
swiping everything. Always about that booty. We know. We know.
Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping. You guys at least know that reference? Swiper, no swiping? Are you
Nope.
kidding me? Nobody has ever seen Dora the Explorer.
I have, but I don't remember that. Well, my kids were kind of older when
Yeah,
like they weren't really into her.
Well, it doesn't matter. Everybody else in Canada that's in the stream knows what Art Attack is, so whatever.
Hey, we are the biggest international toy cast that goes live every week. You know what I'm saying? Like we, I think we're the only one because I don't know of any other toy cast, but that even talk about 118 every week, man. Like that's
yeah.
Like we,
Yeah, you know what?
I look forward to this every week, man. I usually, when I had to do stuff like this before, I don't have to do this. First of all, I didn't mean it like that. But whenever I've had something planned that I'll be there, I've never been like this excited about it. So it's really nice. It's a nice change, and I hope that's what it's like for everyone who's jumping in, who's watching, who's commenting, because it's nice to have this once a week because everything's evolving so much.
Yeah, we're totally chill. Like the community in general, we're just like we talked about before. I was going to mention it, but I've been like, I was like, not really anymore, but I was hardcore GI Joe collector. Like, had to have the flag and all the other bullshit that comes along with the line. And those are like those groups that like I found those to be the most toxic out of any of the toy groups because you didn't have. Say you had a repro part on your flag, and they're like, "Well, you might as well throw that in the garbage because it's not all original." And it's like, "Are you really, dude?" Like, like you have a massive collection, but it's
now some of the like Star Wars groups are like that too.
Oh, dude, they're the worst.
Like when we were talking to Chris about the cardboard and everything, like he kind of had that mindset of like he didn't want to say it was cardboard. I'm like, dude, no, that's awesome. Like that's the best part about it is that it's cardboard, bro. Like that's what I was like. I think by the end he was like, yeah, all right. Like it's so cool, man. Like no one else can do what you're doing. Like, and you're still making a toy out of it. It's still a toy, whether it's made out of cardboard, plastic, metal, or whatever junk that we throw in our world building. Like it's all a toy. At the end of the day, it's for our toys. So I mean, yeah.
It's for having fun.
Yeah.
In the tutorials and videos I saw online, everybody recommends to use Foamular, I think is the name of that material. It's like a style. No, it's foam like this, but it's pink. And everybody says to stay away from this cheap foam, and that was a challenge for me. So I'm really happy with.
Oh,
that looks good. It's like
wow, dude.
Yeah, that's a nice floor.
So you carved that cobblestone into that, or is that how it's supposed to look?
Dude, that's so good.
Yeah,
it's such a good idea because it already has those little details in it because of the material that it's made out of. And I know what you're saying. Everyone says to stay away from it, but that's such a good idea. I'm doing that. I don't know where I'm doing it. That's such a good idea.
You can hide some of the texture with paint, so it was really fun. Yeah.
So the texture is it changes once you put the paint on. Like it looks even better, probably.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Also with the carving helps a lot.
Yeah.
I do that too with figures. Like I don't know, I bought some clear coat and I tried it out, but I kind of like that. Like Pinker said he was using and that's what I use too. I just use like dollar store acrylic paint, like what you'd buy your kids to draw a stupid flower or a house or something, right?
You guys are killing me with this stuff, man. I got the top of the line paints. Nah,
I know,
not for everything.
Whatever you're doing, but I kind of like that, like dull finish especially on like a beat up suit.
Wait, what
arm,
if you
like,
want to do like Rust or something? What do you use?
I use watered down brown paint and just put it on like a
Like, what
clear
about
water.
the texture though? Like, I buy the corrosion stuff because it has a texture to it, and the more you go over it, like
Well,
the more texture you're gonna get.
if you want texture, like I've done it before, I've tried it out where if you're doing rust, you'd brush on this brown paint and then you take salt and you sprinkle salt on it.
I've done the rat rod. Yeah, I've
Oh
done
yeah,
that.
sprinkle salt on it, and then you kind of let it like sort of dry, and then you kind of give it like just a quick brush. Like that works really good. But I don't do
I
like a lot of.
believe there's a video on the Wednesday reboot about rat rotting. If you want to check it out.
Never heard of that channel. Like never.
Damn it! It's awesome. It's huge. It's the biggest channel. It's the biggest.
Oh, I have
It's
watched.
huge.
I have actually watched a few of your tutorials.
You know what's
And
funny? Talking to Lockdown a lot recently, and I don't want to keep talking about other stuff, but I was following him on YouTube before he came over to Instagram and stuff. And holy cow, does that guy have a world, man? I know we're gonna start doing some stuff with him also, but just it's crazy because he's like, I love your videos and I've watched you forever. I was like, dude, like you don't remember like we used to communicate on YouTube. Like I followed you so long ago when he was like doing like killing Santa videos and stuff. Like it was like these little 3 3/4 and like Santa customs, and like then he started doing these huge zombie scenes and like doing picture by picture. And it's just like now on Instagram his reels are like he went like this and just showed those ships today, and I was like, they all looked amazing, dude. And then he'll be like, and you're like, where is he? It never ends, bro.
I
So
think
yeah.
I've been talking to him for like quite a while. I've known of him. I think when I first started doing like full world videos, he was one of the first people to jump on my channel and like make comments and stuff when I only had like 300 or 400 subs. Like he's been he's been with me for like
he's like hoy hoy on all my YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
Like whenever it's 118, he would be like hoy hoy, like yeah. That's awesome.
I'm not sure what that is. I know he's English, but
no, he is English. Yeah,
I did talk to him today, and I think we got it figured out. So, but
cool.
I want to get back to actually Gaslight. I apologize, man. We keep going on these like stupid tangents, and we're supposed to talk about your stuff.
What? Yeah. What's can I ask a question as a co-host?
Yeah, give her, man.
You're the chocolate host, the cocoa host. You get it? Chocolate cocoa. Okay.
I was thinking Cobra Commander, but yeah, that
no Coco, not Cope. Never mind.
Oh, that's what you call it, Cobra Commander is Coco.
I just wanted to hear some of the is the name Don? Is that right? For Pinker Station? What's the or do we not know your name? Yeah.
Ebe.
Yeah. I just want to know some of like the lore of your station. If you have any of that or a story for it, or if you.
No, I just think in characters. I see what I have at hand and just build. But the only
do you have an avatar?
Like, not yet. I'm working on that.
Awesome.
I think I posted that. I'm working on. Of course, it's going to be a Mandalorian, right? So.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Famine's
avatar is a Mandalorian too, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, my avatar is a Mandalorian Jedi.
I don't even know where Commander Zilla went. He was doing all this stuff last night.
Yeah. And that was cool. I think that's why I started.
Oh, here he is.
Pinker's always
There's our boy. There's our guy. Yeah.
Nice.
The hero.
No shirt, man. No shirt.
Hero at the end of the night. Yeah, so he has so many costume changes. Did you know that every time I have to do a costume change, whether he has a shirt or a vest or his tactical gear or his helmets, it takes me the other night. It took me like 45 minutes to get him put back together with this body because it's not for the same figure. Like they're two different. Well, there's like 5 figures on him, but yeah. Oh, sorry. You want to see? Bam! There's our guy.
Yeah. Nice.
I mean, the resemblance is just.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna make yourself in another world, you gotta make it how you wish you would look, right? Yeah. Like I'm gonna be jacked and awesome looking, like, and have red cool boots. Like
It's exactly why my avatar is like a Mandalorian Jedi. Like I took the two most awesome things possible and smashed them together. And it's like,
my friend Chevy Tuhu on Instagram, he has a beard. He's the mechanic I was talking about. He runs X Wings and Dings, and in my world, he has a huge long beard because we want to make him like a super version of himself, and he runs the whole thing. He's like the main mechanic of Amrex Spot. So, and then he's got a crew, and he drives a Y Wing. He's an X-wing pilot or Y-wing pilot. So like I'm gonna paint up a Y-wing, which I know is expensive, but it's gonna be part of my world, so I don't care. Like, but it's gonna be cool. It's gonna match his style. But yeah, man, the Avatar thing is fun.
he's 18
Sorry.
feet tall and he breathes fire.
But back to your lore. Do you think there's gonna be lore starting once you get your Avatar rolling into town and everything?
I don't know. The only thing that I think when I'm building this stuff is like how the planet looks or what they do there. So the only things that I know is like a mining planet. Everything is rusty. Everything is weird. That's like my favorite part of Star Wars. Like everything looks old and rebuilt, and that's my favorite aesthetic. So I think in that. The other is the blue. I try to add blue in blue details in everything. But no, I think like in, for example, the Plo Koon, the guys I did with the Halo bodies are just, I think, oh, they are mercenaries, and or the twins. I really like this. I try to do a more cyberpunk look for these ones.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, those are
Also,
awesome.
I like that
Is that
purple.
Luke? See, you have your own color scheme, dude. You do.
Yeah.
Like you really do.
Love that purple.
That's Jin. That's Jin Urso, I think. That's the the Jin
both
Urso.
both are Gene body, and
No.
the heads are from Halo Troopers.
Nice.
This arm is, I think, is a Magna Guard from Grievous.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very cool looking.
It's really cool, man. It looks like Boise State.
Usually, I think more in color.
Well, I noticed that
I want to do a character. I think in color first.
Yeah, show me some more stuff, Brad. Show me.
Trying.
C-3PO is awesome. Or what do you call that?
I saw that, but I was noticing too. I love your like the droids you're doing here, like that blue 3PO. Yeah. And like I think like Josh, like Wentzilla like noticed it first, but like looking at this, like you definitely have a palette, man. Like you've got like everyone's got like their own feel to their world, and it's like it definitely translates through. It's all in the blues and stuff, I think.
Dude, and speaking of droids, Utah Don put up a really cool chopper today, or in the last day or two. And because I'm shouting him out because he's in the comments all day for us. And I was like, I could just make my own custom chopper. Like, I didn't even think about it. Like, it's so easy.
I'm glad you shouted out Utah Don, because I was thinking about that. I saw him at the beginning when I did the shout outs, and then I kept trying to like, I'm gonna mention him, but yeah, we always he's always here. He's got our back. But you're totally right. When like he's got like the total palette going on. Oh, here's another picture of those two before you painted them. Or is that a different character?
That's awesome.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize there was like a full poncho version like that.
Yeah, there is. It's like the power ones. They come with the little. You're supposed to put on
Force Link.
Yeah,
Force Link. You wear the little bracelet, and you put it, hold it up, and it's like, my name's Kylo Ren, and I suck.
Hey! Look, my favorite character, bro. When he has his helmet on. When he takes his helmet off, he's kind of a little bitch. But when his helmet's on, he's a badass.
I love when he's
remember when they tried to shoot him? He's like, yeah, and just stops it. Like,
no,
coolest shit ever.
That was awesome.
I like when he has his temper tantrum and like wrecks his
mask. That's not cool. Yeah, he's a big bitch. He's a little girl. Like, he's like, Like, yeah, dude. And then he welds it back together like red. That's really dumb.
Oh yeah, it's all
Like, but
evil looking.
whatever.
It's cracked or whatever. My name's
Yeah,
Ray, and I'm
dude.
good at everything.
I don't know. I like Ben Solo. He's actually the mayor of Amrex Spot. So
Oh wow.
yeah.
Oh right. I forgot about that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then also Ray they're married, and their daughter is actually being made right now on the bench, so she's almost done.
Wow, being made.
Oh, I thought you meant they were like together making their daughter on.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking on my bench, bro.
Hey man, been there, done that. Man.
Things are getting real at Amrak Spot.
Hey, I want my world to be practical. So if we need to have a practical,
Hey man, there's nothing more practical than that.
I'll grab them quick though.
Yeah.
We don't want to show dirty stuff on the show. Like I don't want to see your characters.
I also have Amrak Phasm. Oh no! First order as well.
What?
I know it's not. I know the show's not about me. All right, but I just want to. All right, so first, can I show you Phasma?
Oh yeah, nice. I like the customization of that.
Yeah, she's got a little wire in the cape too.
Awesome.
But yes, we got Phasma.
Oh.
Out the way. We got Ray.
Okay.
She might have a boobie out, but
she does. So that's hilarious.
it's because this thing I dremeled it a bunch, and like I even have a shirt on her. It just keeps riding up. There's like a little piece of fabric under there, but yeah. And then the mayor of Amrak Spot. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that was the other name. But yeah, you know how his shirt's off in that one scene, so I was trying to like make him Jedi and make fun of that scene.
Do any of your figures have full clothing on?
Yeah, no. Nope, everybody's naked. No, it just happens to be them. I swear to God, everybody has on steak and potatoes. So
yeah, nobody wears clothes. What's going on? Some kind of
weird, man.
station of debauchery or something.
It's weird. No, I swear all the other characters are normal besides all of the ones I show. I swear.
I don't know.
Like
they look pretty good, man, but the nipples could use a lot more detail. Like the nipples
you think so?
I think you can do a lot better on your nipples, man.
The one I'm sending you a character that has a little bit of clothing on. It's gonna be your first Hex figure, so that's gonna be awesome.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
Remember Alham Champion, the girl.
Yeah. I'm trying to forget because I want it to be a surprise, so I was trying to forget.
So, all right, I sent his stuff out to Canada, and we live 4 hours away. And I sent the stuff out to Germany to our boy, Fallen Jedi, Lord of Thane. And he already has his in Germany. And my buddy over here, 4 hours away, still hasn't gotten it.
Wow.
Starboy Station did the same thing. He sent those statues. He sent one to Lockdown Nassau Station and sent one to me. And they got theirs in England before I got mine. Like,
it's insane. And I had to pay so much more to send yours. Like,
yeah, dude, it
was like double, and it's so much closer. I was like, I could drive to the border and just, like I'm saying, we just need a little like RC boat that'll carry our stuff to each other.
Put on a little boat and a nice windy day and a little sail, and I'll just like wait at the other side with like a fishing net. Like,
it's so far.
3 hours and 20 minutes. 3 hours and 20 minutes.
3 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, my stupid phone's going off. But anyways.
So yeah. I was going to ask both. I mean, this is for all of you guys. But after you paint your figures, how do you seal them? What do you use to seal them? Or do you?
Oh, I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. I use, let's do a little plug here. But some of them, not all my figures, I like to use Mr. Super Clear. This is the matte one. You can find this at your Hobby Lobby or on Amazon where it's a little bit more expensive. When I first started using this stuff, it was like $27 a can.
Wow.
It's very small. For like dios and bigger stuff like that, I know a lot of people use Krylon matte finish clear coat. But not everything do I put clear coat on. But with this stuff, it's the only stuff that I found that makes it where your figures are not tacky, and the detail is still there because I do a lot of charcoal washes, and a clear coat could ruin that. Not only the look, but it could wipe it all away
Yeah.
if it's too strong. So, but it also doesn't flake off either. So it's
Yeah.
kid tested, mother approved. I don't know.
Would
It's really good stuff.
have you ever tried Mod Podge sealer at all?
Yeah.
With that?
I
use
use
that on a lot
Mod.
of stuff.
Yeah, I use that on the eyes, like the glossiest I can
Oh,
find.
yeah.
Just a little
Oh,
dab on the eyes.
Yeah, if I make a
It
computer
makes
screen, I use the gloss Mod Podge to kind of make
okay.
it look like it shines.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I do that with all my playset pieces. With the computer screens. So,
That's great.
That's a cool idea. I never even thought of that.
yeah, it's
Thank
got a nice shine. Yeah.
You can skip me because I don't clear coat stuff. I don't know. I tried it and I just don't. I like
You don't
that.
have to.
I like that acrylic paint finish where everything looks kind
The
of like.
stuff that I'm sending you, I've clear coated, and it's still gonna feel because I charcoal washed. I believe most of the stuff you got, you're still gonna have like your hands might get dirty when you're playing with it because it's really charcoal. Like it's
I'm not-
crazy.
I'll just set it up. I'm not gonna be like laying on the floor in front of the fireplace with cartoons on, like pew pew pew, like that kind
Dude,
of stuff.
whatever you want to tell yourself, it's all the same, man. You're still playing with your toys.
Do you seal yours too, Pinker?
I use right now. I'm using Rust-Oleum.
Okay, sealer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you use like the ×2 to plastic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to get like the stuff for your car Rust-Oleum because that stuff might eat through your shit. But yeah, no, I use Rust-Oleum forever. I've never used Krylon. Everyone uses Krylon. I stick with Rust-Oleum, but I also found the same people that make my stuff for me, the fabric glue. This company, Aliens, something like that. They have a matte clear coat also in like the craft section, like $5 ish at Walmart. So pretty good brand. Best fabric glue I've ever found. Like it holds stuff together really well, to where I can have wires and stuff inside of fabric. So yeah, really good company for that
Nice.
stuff. And you wouldn't think of using that on a foam diorama, but I've used it on like I have a rock piece over here, like this one right here. So I've used it on that.
Oh, that's neat. I love that.
Yeah.
Cool piece.
Yeah. This is one that I made for someone and then he backed out. So it's fine now. But it has like a big door that goes in front of it. But yeah, it works well.
That's why you always take half up front for a commission, man.
It's kind of a friend, so he was buying a lot from me, so it's not a big deal. I was making some really cool stuff for him. I was like, oh, this is getting fun, man. Like we were coming up with ideas. So I just don't know. The price kept getting higher and higher because it kept spending more and more time. Because this is only one piece of that. Like it's all modular, and everything is done from top to bottom. You know what I mean? Like you could take a shot anywhere. So
yeah, I'm the worst at trying to figure out what to charge people for customs, man. Like I either like way undercharge them for like what I have to do, or I charge them so much that they're like, frig this guy, I go to somebody else. So I don't know. I don't even know how you gauge that sort of stuff at all. There's a Fatback Station showing up. Like,
hey, hello, Fatback.
But yeah, definitely go out and check out all these guys. Like, yeah, Utah and Don's got a channel going. Like I said before, go check out Pirates of the Galaxy. He made this awesome like mech thing out of like that crab walker from Avatar. Fatback Station's got like a whole bunch of like wicked videos too about stuff. But we're kind of rounding the hour here, Wentzilla and guys.
yeah.
So, but yeah, so we went off on so many tangents tonight. But everybody go check out Pinker Station on Instagram.
I love your stuff. Love your work.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Awesome. And then,
Very good, man.
Head over to Instagram, follow Pinker Station. Yeah, if you're getting here late, you can always check out the intro and stuff and hear us talk about ridiculous crap. But
I wanted to say, did you grab up that picture of The person who used the logo for the beer by any chance? The one that we got tagged in? The beer
Oh
logo?
no, I didn't.
Okay,
Not that.
so if you guys
I didn't
use any,
Are you talking about one that exists, or did somebody make another one?
all right, I'll catch him up later. So if any of you guys
Yeah,
have,
go
if
off,
any of you
man.
guys use, if any
I
of you guys
told you.
have Barbados in your world, or if you guys use any of the logos that I'm putting up on my page for anybody, anyone can have them. They're just up there, all different versions. There's like 10 sometimes. Whatever I feel, if I feel fancy, use those, tag us, and then we will put them on the show going forward. So
And
we have a
Josh
horrible producer, guys. Okay, just let me tell you.
here.
There we go. So if you take a picture of that, then we can share it at the end of the show or something cool.
Jawa,
Oh.
Jawa Power.
Jawa
Okay.
Power.
I
Do you
get
guys?
that.
There's a Jawa Tower. It's right next to Barbados, so it's pretty cool. Because the Jawas work in Barbados.
Yeah.
It's
One of
crazy.
these.
Didn't you make
Okay.
this? The Jawa?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I thought you
logo.
did. Yeah.
Yeah,
got
it
some of
went
that.
with the. Yeah. Awesome.
They're one of my official sponsors of my Edelheim Arena of Sport.
Oh, I also want to say I will be having the World Makers Consortium Coliseum or whatever the hell we're going to call it. I don't know. I want to have something here too. So in Amrex spot.
You have to like kind of get in on Pirates of the Galaxy is working out the whole like.
I did finish the manager for steak. He dropped one of the belts for steak and potatoes. I said I was gonna do a manager, and everyone said to use glitter on the shoes. I didn't do the glitter, guys, but I did do some really fancy, shiny green shoes.
I love it.
So yeah, he is finished.
That's awesome.
So that's the manager. So we got stuff going. Working on other things for that. But yeah, gonna have a ring or whatever. I got some wrestling rings coming in there. I don't know if they're gonna work, but it's gonna be stupid. Like it's gonna be so dumb. I'm excited for it because I want to put like a like in the arenas where they have like the thing hanging down with the I was gonna use one of those bracelets inside of some type of plastic with like whoever's fighting each other on the wristbands that you can do custom lettering. Have like who's fighing on the top, like in like maybe like let's say a plastic bottle at the bottom of it, and then you can have like above that like build like a like how Pinker does like with layers, like build like a like when you're at like a sports arena and they have that up on the top, like the score and stuff, like one of those. Like
oh yeah,
yeah. So I want to do something like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But we'll see. It might not even be that.
What it might not be what awesome, but yeah, like I was saying, Pirates is kind of working out the logistics, and we got Toy Domination involved, like Sky Bottoms in there, like who else was Fatback in that video too? I can't even remember, dude. A whole bunch of stations have brought like champions forward to do this. Like
Edelheim.
Oh yeah, Edelheim's in there.
He's got Sparky.
Oh, Famine's in there too. He's got that crazy Mandalorian guy that drinks blood or some shit. But but anyways, yeah, we're getting on to that hour. Utah Dawn wants us to go for 2 hours. Maybe in the future when we start getting some sponsors, we'll go for 2-3 hours.
I'm gonna sell this 3-pack Amex Spots Leaders, the round table. No, I don't know what it's called, but yeah.
You're not gonna sell those. You can never
not these ones. I'm actually working on another Kylo because I finally got a body for my Amex Spots Vader because he's gonna look like one of the posters in Barbados, but I'm using this body for him.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. I was gonna ask if your new Kylo Ren also wasn't wearing pants.
No, he might be shirtless though. I'm looking for a shirtless character. I just think him without a shirt was the most hilarious thing in Star Wars, like ever.
Oh no, dude!
When they're like the Force thing, and he's like, "Hey Ray," I'm like, "Shut the hell up!" I'm like, "Shut up."
Hey Ray,
I was dying, bro. Like this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. So I loved it so much that I want to incorporate it. I sold a Dio, and I didn't tell the person that bought it, but so it was a Star Wars there's a 112 Star Wars just building that I made. It was one of my more recent ones. Inside it has a picture of, when Kylo does the Saturday Night Live thing.
Oh
And
yeah,
they-
the
yeah.
undercover boss.
Yeah, undercover boss. I put like the picture of him in that outfit, and it says like "I'm the best boss" or whatever, like this, and it's like inside of that dial, and the person never said anything. I was like I painted the walls on the inside, but that wasn't part of the like. I took pictures of it, but that wasn't like the main. It wasn't the selling point. But it was on the side wall that you couldn't see. So if you like flipped it up or looked in it, he would see it. But he never. The guy never.
That's one of the greatest SNL skits I've ever seen,
dude. It's
the Kylo Ren undercover boss. You got to watch that if you haven't.
Oh, it's I just watched it a few weeks ago, and it is hilarious.
There's two now, right? Because they did a second one.
They did a second.
It's not as good as the first. The first one's the best, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, isn't he like Matt the radar tech or something? Is that his
yeah, dude? Yeah. He's like, I heard Kylo Ren sucks. Oh man. Like that's yeah.
But
there's
oh, go ahead, Timbo.
Oh, sorry. This is just another side trail, but that's kind of the theme for the night. But there's a fan made like little movie type thing. I mean, it's really done well where Kylo like fights Darth Vader. Have you guys ever seen that?
No.
I'm telling you, it is. You need to look it up on YouTube. It's Kylo Ren versus Darth Vader. It looks like, I mean, they did a really good job. And I so wish that would have been in the movie as like a dream that he had. Because it's kind of what it is that he's fighting Darth Vader. And you got to look it up on YouTube. It's incredible.
You know what else is like a super awesome video is Darth Vader versus Buzz Lightyear on YouTube.
Okay.
There's a Batman one too.
They did
that's Bat in the Sun, right?
Yeah.
Bat in the Sun's a shit, man. They did the Power Rangers.
The Kylo Ren versus Darth Vader. It is done really well. And it's awesome, man.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Well, I think we're actually going to close down the show. Do you guys want to shut her down or what?
Yeah, next Wednesday, as always on Wednesdays, I am on the Skeleton's Tomb at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We don't talk about 118 at all, so I always look forward to that show with Deadman and Toy Mercs and Skeleton Collectibles. So they're my friends, so I look forward to talking to my friends. It's just sometimes I get bored of the 112, so.
I know you definitely go check them out because I was a guest on the show there a couple weeks ago, and I was like,
we're gonna do another one. We lost.
We lost, but it was hilarious. But I want to thank everybody that came out to the chat. You guys are here like pretty much every week. We appreciate it so much. I love this community.
And we can do longer shows as long as the guests want that and everything else. Just let us know.
But I want to thank Pinker Station for coming on. You got to see some of his customs. We went on too many tangents tonight, I thought, but go check his stuff out on Instagram.
I can't wait to see what you do, man.
Yeah, we're going to have him back on, and then we'll just shut our mouths and like do other stuff. But thanks everybody. I want to thank Timbo Toys. It's always great seeing you, man. We'll see you again next week. Thanks for coming on, checking out and talking with us and everybody else. And I guess thanks to Wanzilla too for being here every week and having a good time. We love you.
I'm that guy that I show up, I show up.
You're there.
So.
Yeah.
Man.
It's always a good time. But thanks everybody for checking out World Makers Consortium. We made it to episode 7. We've got a giveaway coming up for episode 10. Next week is the round table, so that will probably get it wacky and tangent-y.
And then episode 9 is STC Forge.
STC Forge. So, we've got a lot coming up here, and we are planning on bringing on Nassau Station Lockdown. I'm working on that. So
still talking to Empire. So we'll see how that goes. So he does want to do something. He's just busy. And you know how Chris is, man. He don't get back to nobody. Ever.
Lots in the pipeline. But so remember, can we build it? Yes, we friggin' can. and we'll see you next week. And thanks for checking it out.